Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for joining me here today for another pick a card video. For those of you who are new to my channel, welcome in. My name is Melissa, and for today's topic, we are going to be asking the question, what are you currently manifesting? So this is really meant to be a pretty general reading, you guys. I'm not asking about a specific category, quote unquote. We're really just going to do an energy check-in with you and see what kind of things you are drawing into your life right now. So maybe some of you out there are specifically trying to create something for yourself. You're trying to manifest something specific where others of you maybe aren't. So this is just a great way for you guys to kind of check in and see what types of goodies are coming your way. Or maybe on the flip side, maybe some of you are behaving in ways where you may not be manifesting the best energies for yourself. And so if that's the case for you, that will definitely be highlighted in today's reading. So keep an open mind and just know, you guys, these readings are general. So a message that you guys choose may resonate with you super specifically, where other messages may not. And know that you have the power and the control over your own destiny. So if something is predicted out for you in today's reading, you don't have to receive it. You know what I mean? You guys have the free will and the autonomy to make your own choices and decisions, to switch things up in your life, to create whatever it is you desire the most. All right? So if you guys are curious to see what you're currently manifesting, then let's go ahead and get into our card selection. Today we are working with 4 piles. Starting here on the left, we have pile number 1, some aqua obsidian. Pile number 2, we have some pink Himalayan salt. Pile number 3, we have some tiger's eye. And pile number 4, some citrine. Go ahead and take a deep breath. Quiet your mind. Ask what you are manifesting. Select the card or the crystal that you are feeling the most intuitively guided to. Click the timestamp down below to skip ahead to your reading. Hey there, group number 1. So if you all chose the aqua obsidian sphere, this is going to be your reading. Let's go ahead and see what you guys are currently manifesting. Starting off here with your tarot cards. All right, very cool. So we are starting off here with the message of the Fool and the 6 of Wands. So right off the bat, I feel like you guys are manifesting a new beginning. So whether you all are consciously aware of this and you're really trying to manifest a new beginning, or you're not, just know that this is what is being drawn into your life at this particular moment in time, okay? We have the message of the Fool here. So the Fool talks about new beginnings. It talks about new adventures. It talks about the beginning of a new phase, the beginning of a new cycle. This deck I love because it's like mermaid inspired. And so I love how this is kind of showing her transitioning out of the ocean as a mermaid, transitioning into life as a human. So I do feel like you all are really searching for or manifesting in a pretty major shift, a pretty major change into your life of some sort. And with the 6 of Wands here, I do feel that you all are manifesting, trying to manifest something maybe like with regard to leadership, or maybe with regard to some sort of a new following or something creative. I know that was like a lot of things I just kind of spouted out at once, so bear with me. There's a lot of messages hitting me at once here. So what I'm really picking up on here is that, you know, with the 6 of Wands, we have this one kind of like centralized figure, and they're kind of in the spotlight, right? There's a lot of others kind of surrounding them, but they're the ones that's really the focal point here. So I feel like you guys are really manifesting something where you're going to be in the center of attention. You are the one that is going to be in the spotlight. You are the one that is going to be getting like all of the recognition and accolades, if there are any to be received, right? So I feel some of you could be trying to manifest a new beginning on like a social platform, social media, a business, something along those lines. Maybe for others of you, you're manifesting something new in career where you would be like a leader in a leadership role. Or for others of you, this could be manifestation of recognition and reward coming through as well. So let's get some more messages. We have a little Lenormand deck that I'm going to be working with, and actually let me do a little adjustment here. So we have clouds and crossroads. Okay, so as you guys are kind of calling this into your life, or as you're moving forward on your path, Whether you're consciously calling this in or not, this is definitely showing me that you guys are at a crossroads right now. You're kind of at a point where you're needing to make a specific decision around what path that you're really trying to go down. And with the clouds being here, this means that there could be a little bit of like confusion around this manifestation right now, or just maybe a lack of clarity around what direction we want to go in. It feels like very strong what you guys want to do, but I'm almost feeling like the how is what's maybe causing some confusion. I'm also picking up on the fact that you guys have a lot of clouds here in this Fool card. So it's like, again, it's like, I know that I want this new beginning and I want to take this leap of faith, but there's something kind of clouding my judgment, or there's something that might be confusing me about how to do it, okay? So we next have the messages of adrift in shallow water. Every step counts, okay? So adrift in shallow water, this says take a few deep breaths and reconnect to your inner peace. Notice the small things and appreciate them. So I also think as you guys are manifesting, you're manifesting in something that might be bringing you a sense of peace in your life. A lot of you, I also think, are needing to manifest in gratitude here, or practice gratitude as you are moving through these manifestations. The reason why I'm saying that is that this really talks about taking a pause, reconnecting with self, and noticing the little things and appreciating them has to do with giving gratitude. So it's like, I'm also noticing here how she's like in the shallow water, and this talks about being in the shallow water. So it's almost like, in order for y'all to kind of clear out this confusion that you could be experiencing around your manifestation or around the path that you're on, you're needing to start practicing gratitude. There's this green purse here that I keep being drawn to, and green resembles abundance to me, but it also resembles the heart chakra, which ties in really, really well with this message of gratitude. So what they're really asking of you right now, pile number one, is as you're moving through your manifestation, as you're calling this new beginning into your life, it's very important that you guys stay grounded and in touch with yourself. You need to be doing practices that are going to bring you a sense of peace. And I think practicing that gratitude is going to be very helpful to you during this process. Because if you are trying to manifest, but you're not in a space of gratitude, your manifestations are almost like harder to come through for you because you're not seeing and appreciating the little things in your life that you already have. So when you are appreciating all the things that you currently have in your life, you're like a magnet to new abundant energy coming through. We also have here, every step counts. There's an advantage in taking things slowly, breathe deeply and fully as you consider your options. Crossroads, right? You guys are trying to figure out what option or what direction that you're wanting to take. Both of these messages are really telling me that it's important for you guys to move slow through this process and take your time. Even though I do think there's this energy that I'm really picking up on of you guys wanting it to happen fast, because the Fool very much just like takes a dive in, takes a leap of faith. Six of Wands with that wand energy can be pretty fast moving, right? So I definitely feel like Spirit is guiding you all to move slowly and make well-educated decisions. Don't make impulsive decisions. Make decisions that feel really well thought out and that feel truly in alignment with you. Okay, next cards. We have Success, the Orpiment. That's a cool crystal I've never heard of before. We also have Morganite, relationship healing. Beautiful. So 100% you all are manifesting success. This could have to do with something creative for you guys as well, because we do have an orange crystal here, which is corresponding with the sacral chakra. We have a lot of orange fiery energy here with your Six of Wands. So you all are definitely calling some form of success into your life, whether this is a creative endeavor or maybe just even like manifesting a higher level of confidence for you. Relationship healing. So going back to that heart chakra energy, you guys, if some of you guys are attempting to call in a romantic relationship or just new relationships, friendships in general into your life, that gratitude and working on that heart chakra is going to be key to being able to draw in the types of people and support systems that you need in your life, okay? So I do see you guys, as you're moving through this manifestation here, drawing in relationship healing. We round out your reading here with the message of glamour. This says, in the mirror, I now see the realms of possibility. You guys, this is beautiful. When I think of glamour, you know, we have the Six of Wands here. So I feel like that is also an energy of more of like that outward physical recognition, right? Like being in the spotlight, people noticing you, people thinking that you're beautiful, all of that stuff. But with this message, I almost feel like there's a deeper meaning behind it other than just manifesting, attention, right? Like, I feel like this is really about you guys now finally understanding that you have so many options available to you. The world is at your feet. You have all of the potential in the world to move in whatever direction you guys deeply desire, right? Maybe this was something you weren't aware of before, but now we're seeing it. Now we're aware of all these possibilities. And I think that that's why we have this energy of wanting to move through it so fast. But Spirit is really guiding you guys here to just take it slow, take it slow, make educated decisions, call in this new beginning in a way that feels really in alignment with you, that helps you feel like you're in your most authentic self. But it looks really, really beautiful, you guys. So I would love to hear from you in the comment box down below how this message resonated. What have you guys been manifesting? What are your thoughts? Thank you all so much for taking the time to view today's reading, and I will catch you next time. Bye. Hey there, pile number 2. So if you guys chose this pink Himalayan salt, let's go ahead and see what you all are currently manifesting, whether you know you're doing it or not. All right, so we start off here with the High Priestess with the Two of Swords. Okay. So right off the bat, you guys, I'm feeling like you guys are really trying to manifest some sort of like peace or calm into your life, okay? Whether you're trying to or not, this is what's coming through for you guys. High Priestess and the Two of Swords, I think of a more feminine energy, meaning like a more relaxed energy, a more yin energy or yang energy versus yin energy. I don't know, I mix that up. But what I'm trying to say is that this is more of like an energy of leaning back and being in a meditative state, leaning back, processing things, learning things, intaking information versus putting a lot of output out into the universe right now. I feel like you guys might be manifesting a time of peace, a time of rest, maybe even a time of purification. With this High Priestess, though, I do feel that you guys are wanting to create something or gather knowledge of some form or fashion. We take a look here. It's like it almost reminds me of a magician in a sense, right? Like we don't typically see a High Priestess like this, but she feels very powerful. She feels like she's trying to create something. So you all are probably in a space right now. What I'm picking up on is like, this is a resting period that you're calling into your life because you're trying to figure out what you want to create, or there's something that you want to create, but a period of rest is really needed in order for you to gather all of the knowledge that's necessary for you to move forward. I'm also getting a message here about a cycle closing out and something around like maybe there's been some emotion in your life that's been a little challenging. We have a full moon here at the back of this High Priestess card, and I'm really being drawn to this kind of like these waves kind of crashing all around this figure here. So I feel like this is because you guys are in this space because there's a cycle that's closing out. There's a chapter that's closing out in your life, or emotions have been maybe at their peak lately. And so you're really needing to take this step back to be able to kind of gather yourself, stabilize, and then move forward. Two of Swords. So this is kind of an interesting depiction of the Two of Swords, but what I'm getting about this is like there's a stalemate, right? Like again, you're kind of at an impasse here, and so it's going to be really important for you guys to be able to like come to a place of stillness, right? Like these two people have been in conflict, but they're at a stalemate. So if there's been some sort of a conflict in your life, right, with someone else, or just conflict in general, emotion, whatever it is, the resting period is super important. That's what keeps coming through. So let's take a look at a couple more cards. So we have the Lily, okay. We also have the Ship. This is so funny, you guys, because the Lily talks about being passive. It talks about passive actions that we may take. And that's really the vibe that I'm getting here from both of these cards, because both of these are more of like that passive energy versus doing the most or doing a lot of like that masculine kind of action-oriented energy, okay? So you guys are certainly manifesting a rest period. And with the message of the Ship, it's almost like this is happening because of, Or I almost feel like this is like you guys trying to put distance between yourself and whatever this conflict was, or you're wanting to travel somewhere, you're wanting to go somewhere and make a new move in your life. But this period, again, is about you learning and taking the knowledge so that you're prepared to do so. All right, so we've got surrounded by prosperity and connect to source. Wow, you guys, pile 2, this is 1000% like you're manifesting a resting period. So hopefully you like that. I think, those resting periods are super important. We have connect to source. This says, go within to discover what needs to be done. Create the shift required to attract what you want. Yeah, you guys, like, the message could not be screaming any more loud and clear that this manifestation has to do with you all needing to rest and connect with your inner self. The High Priestess is very much about connecting to source. This is very much about kind of going within and kind of figuring out, what knowledge do I need to gather? What do I need to discover about my situation so that I can go ahead and start creating my next move, okay? Surrounded by prosperity, this says your attention is being drawn to the infinite nature of reality. That which exists outside the known is beyond measure. So it's like you all know and are aware of the fact that the potential for whatever you want to create in your life is infinite, right? There are so many options out there for you. There are so many ways that you can go to attract in what you're looking for here. Again, it's just that this period of solitude is really needed to get further clarity on what that is. So we have the moonstone cycles, which is so funny, you guys, because remember I had caught onto that moon energy earlier. So a major cycle, I feel, is closing out in your life. A major chapter is closing out in your life. Maybe working with the full moon could be of significance for some of you. I'm trying to think the next time we have a full moon. I don't have my book on hand, but I know that there'll be one coming up soon. Either a full moon or a new moon coming up soon. Although depending on when you're viewing this video, it could vary. But working with the energy of the moon would be something that could be very helpful for you during this time. So when I'm manifesting, I usually like to work with a new moon when I'm trying to create or draw in a new energy into my life. If I'm trying to close something out or purge an energy out of my life, I usually like to work with the energy of the full moon because that symbolizes chapters and cycles being closed out, coming to completion. So keep that in mind as you guys are in your resting period. We also have the message of healthy boundaries, red jasper, beautiful. So, if there are, I was kind of picking up on maybe a slight conflict energy with people around you for a few of you guys out there. And so this resting period that you're manifesting is serving the purpose of you getting right with self, so that you can be able to create those healthy boundaries with others in your life, right? I think you guys may be at a stalemate with some of the people or maybe a certain person or connection in your life that has been the cause or source of conflict in the past. And so this manifestation of healthy boundaries is going to be really important. And the best way to do that, you guys, is to get confident in yourself and feel good about, where you stand as a person. If you feel good about your boundaries, it's a lot easier to lay them out to other people. So that's certainly something that's on the table here for all of you viewing this. And we close it out with new beginnings. Let this magic in my spell clear the space in which I dwell. You guys are definitely going through a phase of closing something out. You all picked this pink Himalayan salt, which has to do with purification as well. So with all the moon energy, the pink Himalayan salt, this resting period is very important for you guys to kind of collect yourself, gather yourself, close out the old, and get ready, because you are 100% manifesting a new beginning where we can kind of clear out that old energy that was no longer serving us. And I do feel for a few of you guys out there, for some of you, the red has to do with our root chakra. The number 4 has to do with our foundations. Both of these kind of have to do with like our foundations in life, meaning like our home life, our living situation, our money, what we do for work, like having our basic needs met. And so that's kind of the vibe I'm getting here, is around like this new beginning that you're manifesting in has to do with getting those sort of like basic needs met for you to be able to live a happy life. And once you have that root chakra stabilized, then you're able to go from there into building new friendships, creating better connections, and things like that. So this is beautiful, pile 2. I would love to hear from you in the comment box down below how this message resonated with you. I will see you guys in the next reading. Bye. Hey there, pile number 3. So if you all chose the Tiger's Eye Sphere, let's go ahead and see what you all are manifesting, whether you realize you're manifesting it or not. All right, so we start off here with the 5 of Wands, and we also have the message of the 10 of Cups. Ooh, okay. So pile 3. What I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 3, that you all are currently manifesting, we start off with the 5 of Wands. This has to do with conflict or competition of some sort, and the 10 of Cups has to do with family. It has to do with our community, the people we love. What I'm kind of getting the vibe of here is with this 5 of Wands, even though this for sure kind of has to do with conflict or competition, what I'm getting here is this almost feels like these people are coming together to almost like attack something, or they're coming together here to handle something or manage something. I'm almost getting more of a resolution vibe here than a conflict vibe, because this makes me feel like they're working together as a team to achieve something versus fighting with each other. This is also a very harmonious depiction here of the 10 of Cups. So I feel like what many of you watching this pile 3 are manifesting is some sort of like a conflict resolution within your family unit, or some sort of conflict resolution within just your loved ones, your community around you. This may not necessarily have to do with you actually fighting with people, but there could be some sort of a problem that's going on that you and your people that are around you, your community, your coworkers, whatever the situation is for you, you're coming together as a team to try to fix it, is kind of the vibe that I'm getting, trying to create a little bit more harmony here. So we now have the message of Sun, and then we have Letter. Ooh, okay. Yeah, so I mean, the Sun is a really positive one, you guys. Like, this really talks about happiness, joyful energy, definitely harmonious vibes, some sort of like a new energy coming through with the situation. And the Letter has to do with like announcements being made or communication coming through. So it definitely feels like this manifestation is very positive. Like, there's something around communication that's being fostered here with the people that you love to bring the light to a situation or to provide healing to a situation. Okay, so now we have be insightful and established. Very cool. Clearing the excess. All right. Also, too, you guys, like, if this doesn't necessarily have to do with like family members or the people that are in your life, this could just have to do with you all simply trying to manifest more positive energy into your life. There are a lot of people that are kind of depicted in these cards, though, so I do feel for like the overwhelming majority of you, this does have to do with your community. But it feels like you're manifesting in some sort of like a positive shift. You know what I mean? We have the message of be insightful and established. Ground and rebalance your energy. Bring your awareness into the now rather than allowing it to occupy the past or future. Yeah. So it's like, this is about dealing with what's going on right now. Okay. So whatever communication is coming in, whatever conversations that you're having, the focus needs to be on what we can control today, not around like what might happen in the future or what kind of conflicts did we have in the past. Clearing the excess. You're entering a transitional phase and would benefit from clearing away excess clutter, whether it is in your physical body or your physical space. Okay, so this, again, like kind of going back to this 5 of Wands, which can have to do with like conflict. Our 10 of Cups is about creating more harmony here. So I do feel like for many of you all that are watching this pile number 3, this is about like eliminating any sort of clutter or conflict out of your space or out of your energy, so that you can be able to embrace more of like that harmonious emotion, that joy that you're really looking for. We have black tourmaline, protection. We also have the amethyst, meditation, beautiful. So you guys are definitely manifesting in protection for yourselves, grounding for yourselves. I'm feeling like you all are really calling in a sense of peace. You all also chose a grounding stone as well with the tiger's eye, which has to do with our root chakra. But the black tourmaline, this is a really great stone that you guys can work with to sort of dispel any negative energy, clear any clutter out of your energy field, okay? So whether this had to do with people and conflict with people, or whether it has to do with just your life in general and just you feeling chaotic inside, you are definitely manifesting in better boundaries is something that I'm hearing, and better, just a better sense of having your feet firmly planted in the ground, okay? We also have amethyst meditation. So I feel like you all may be being guided right now to begin a meditation practice if you're not already, because this would really help you to sort of quiet the mind, declutter a little bit, right, emotionally. Maybe some of you guys are already practicing meditation. But this would be definitely something that would help you as you're moving through this manifestation of trying to resolve whatever this conflict is. Our final message is the message of peace, which we were talking about pretty much this whole time. So yeah, you guys are definitely just calling in a time where things are going to be feeling a little bit more calm in your life. We had a lot of this beautiful sun energy, 10 of cups, protection. So it's like what I'm feeling from this vibe is more about like you guys dispelling any sort of like negativity out of your life so that you can be able to just have a little bit more sense of peace and relaxation. So looks really beautiful, pile 3. You'll have to let me know in the comment box down below how this message resonates with you. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to view today's video, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Hey there, pile number 4. So if you guys chose the citrine, let's go ahead and take a look and see what you guys are manifesting into your life, whether you know you're doing it or not. Ooh, okay. So we start off here with the message of the King of Cups. And we have the 8 of Swords. Okay, interesting. So, King of Cups and 8 of Swords. This is kind of an interesting combination that we have here to be manifesting in. I definitely think that you all are manifesting in something to do with being better in control of your emotions. I feel like with the King of Cups, this is somebody who is very emotionally strong, emotionally stable, emotionally intelligent. They don't really allow like external circumstances to have them in a space of like unrest. You know what I mean? They can kind of flow with things. They can flow with change. They're the master of those emotions, right? With the 8 of Swords, though, being right next to it, this is making me feel like there could be something around your emotions that's coming through here where it's like you guys are either trying to fix this problem or this is a problem that I see kind of being ongoing for you if you're not aware of it. So if you're not aware of it, take this as a time to like just become aware and ask yourself if this is something for you. But this is really making me feel like there's a period of time here where you've been feeling stuck, you've been feeling trapped, maybe like fixed in a place that you no longer want to be. And this could be causing you to feel like a little bit of like emotionally out of whack. Because the 8 of Swords can be a very paralyzing space to be in because it's like it feels like you're stuck. It feels like you're in a situation that you really can't move away from. But this energy is very like in your head. You know what I mean? I know it looks scarier than what it actually is. Let's get a few more cards though and see if we can get some clarity. So we've got the Mountain card. We also have the Cat card. It's interesting, you guys, because the mountain, you know, this talks about like challenges. You know, when I think of a mountain, it's like climbing a mountain is not an easy feat. Scaling a mountain is not an easy feat, right? So there is some sort of a challenge that's approaching here is what I'm getting. Maybe this is something you guys are already aware of. The cat, though, talks to independence. So I do feel like those of you who are viewing this pile 4, I do feel like you might be aware that this is a situation that you're currently in or something that's on the horizon, because there is this level of awareness here of needing to manifest in a more independent spirit, a more independent energy. If you guys think about a cat versus a dog, right? The cat is the one that doesn't really need as much like human care, you know? A cat will like be able to feed itself. It uses the bathroom like on its own. Not that dogs don't do that, but dogs need more of like that support. They need more of that emotional support, that companionship all of the time. Cats are much more independent. They like their space. And so I feel like with this being coupled with that 8 of Swords, it's like you guys are trying to manifest a way to free yourself out of a situation that's maybe making you feel like you're stuck or trapped, but there is this feeling of it being challenging here. Let's see what else comes through. So we have single-mindedness and we have let your personality shine. This is beautiful, you guys. Single-mindedness talks about choosing your own path and doing what's best suited to you. So it's like, if you guys kind of identify with this energy of the King of Cups, this is somebody that's a very compassionate, empathetic person. You know, this would be somebody that is very much going to care about other people. However, this message is really guiding you guys to sort of do what's best for you first. You know, you don't always have to look to other people and make sure that they're okay first. During this time in your life that you're calling in here, where you're moving through this challenge, this is about being able to sort of break away from those other responsibilities and say, what's best for me? What do I need to do in order to better myself in the situation? We have let your personality shine. You have something no one else has that makes you who you are. Stop comparing yourself to others and allow your uniqueness to shine through. Maybe some of you guys are used to having those partners, those companions, certain people around you in a support system. And so you're trying to kind of manifest a way here where you can be the one that stands out and be really feeling really confident in yourself about who you are and what it is that you guys bring to the table. Okay, we have the pink tourmaline, the message of forgiveness. Okay. Ooh, and then we have the petrified wood, ancestors. That's cool. Yeah, so I feel like you guys, there's definitely this feeling of like breaking out of something that is old, maybe breaking out of something that has been a part of your life for a really long time, or a behavior that you've had for a really long time. With the message of ancestors, this is making me think of like this problem, this mountain, this 8 of Swords. This could really be something that you've inherited from your parents, from their parents, like some sort of ancestral trait that's been kind of passed down to you. I also am seeing this as a message to connect with your ancestors or connect with people who are able to provide you with guidance and support, connecting with people who are going to be able to support you in standing independently on your own and kind of cheer you along on the way. Pink tourmaline, forgiveness. So this has to do with healing the heart chakra. There could be, relationships in your life or just a situation in general here that is requiring you to sort of, just release any sort of negativity around it, right? So maybe you've been done wrong in this situation, or maybe there is something that, maybe a decision that you guys made that you need to forgive yourselves for. But working on the heart chakra, I think, is going to be very helpful for you all as you move forward in this manifestation. It's almost like I'm getting like past trauma or a past situation that came up is affecting your guys' ability to be able to move out of this 8 of Swords, even though it's like you're aware of it and you're trying to do it. Our final message, we have the message of courage that says, by shining brave and true and bright, my courage now returns this night. This is awesome. So what I really feel like you guys are manifesting right now is literally the courage to stand independently and on your own. There's something that you guys are trying to sort of break away from. There's an energy, a situation, a person that you all are trying to get over right now or get around right now. And it's requiring you to really be a confident person, to be able to believe that you can do it. Because I feel like whatever this is for you, Pile 4, and I'm sorry if it sounds vague, but it feels kind of vague to me. whatever this is, I feel like the challenge that you feel like this is posing to you is mostly in your head with the Eight of Swords. Because like I was saying at the beginning of your reading, the Eight of Swords is very much about like, it's like that feeling that we're stuck, but we're really not. It's mental. It's a mental energy versus what's really happening in the reality. You know what I mean? Because even looking at the card, even though it looks super scary, you know, it's not like this person is bound super tight. Like they could start to shimmy their way out of that situation really easily if they just put in like a little bit of effort or had the confidence in themselves that they could do it, you know? So very interesting, pile 4. I think this is all I'm seeing for you. Let me know in the comment box down below. How does this resonate? What are you guys manifesting? How does this relate to your current situation? I would love to hear your feedback. Thank you guys for taking the time to view this video. I will see you in the next one. Bye.